Ever tried to split a bag of candy so everyone gets the same amount? That idea of fair sharing is exactly what mathematicians call the mean, or what we usually call the average. It's one single number that tries to represent a whole group of data, whether it's test scores, goals in a game, or the temperature outside. Imagine three friends with apples. One has 5, one has only 1, and one has 6. To find the mean, you first pool everything together. 5 plus 1 plus 6 equals 12 apples. Then you share them back out equally. Since there are 3 friends, 12 divided by 3 is 4. The mean is 4 apples. So the formula is simple. Add all the numbers up, then divide by how many numbers you have. But the mean has 2 major traps you need to watch out for. First, zeros. If a soccer player scores 2 goals, then 0, then 1, you can't ignore that 0. You add 2 plus 0 plus 1 to get 3 and divide by 3 games, not 2. The 0 pulls the average down, as it should. The second, bigger trap is the outlier, a number that's way different from the rest. Imagine 5 friends, each with $1. A billionaire with $1 million joins them. Suddenly, the mean wealth of the group is over $160,000 per person. Does that make the 5 friends rich? Of course not. The billionaire outlier completely skewed the average, making it a liar. So if it can be tricked, why use it? Because when data is consistent, it's incredibly powerful. Scientists use it to smooth out small measurement errors by doing an experiment 10 times and finding the average result. In sports, it measures a player's performance over a whole season, not just one lucky day. The mean gives us the big picture. Just remember what it represents, the perfect fair share, as long as there aren't any billionaires in the room.